What's up, traders? Welcome to another section of the Greatness FOREX Academy. In this video, I want to quickly review the pairs we added to our watch list last week, as well as the pairs we had running for the previous week, the trades we had running for the previous week. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into the videos and see what we've got. Okay, before talking about these three pairs we added to our watch list last week, the Euro USD, the GBP JPY, and the Euro CAD, let's quickly review these pairs we had running for the previous week. CAD JPY was running risk free. Okay, let me switch over to the 4-hour time frame so you can see it very well. CAD JPY was running risk free and is still running risk free. For a 1 to 3 risk to reward, for a 1 to 4.48 risk to reward, and we are already risk free in the trade already, meaning we have no risk. AUD JPY, which is also a correlated pair to CAD JPY, is almost hit us at break even. But we are still risk free. The market can decide to hit us at break even because this is our trend line. And the market is currently respecting that and is giving a signal that this market is supposed to continue buying. Overall, the market can decide to respect this move, this trend line here, this downward trend line, and break this upward trend line and start moving to the downside. However, if it decides to disobey it, will be hit out break even. For USD CHF, we also had this trade running risk free and is still running risk free for a 1 to 7 risk to reward, and currently we're already getting about 1 to 4 risk to reward. So you can close your trade if you are satisfied with the profit or leave it to run with us. For CAD CHF was running risk free and it's still running risk free. It almost hit us at break even, but it's still running risk free for a 1 to 10.28 risk to reward, and currently we are getting about 1 to 3 risk to reward. So if you are satisfied with the profit, you can as well close the trade too. And for euros was running risk free and is still running risk free for a 1 to 12 risk to reward, though the market is currently on its way to hit us at break even. But if this region is respected as a double top, then the market is going to melt down to the downside to hit our overall targets. So that was these were the running trade we had for the previous week, and none has hit our take profit, neither has any hit our stop loss or hit us at break even. So because of this, we won't be adding much pair to our watch list also this coming week to our watch currency correlation. So let's see for this pairs we added to our watch list last week. The Euro USD. Okay, let me use the daily time frame. The Euro USD, I was telling you on Wednesday from the COT data that Euro is bullish and US dollar is bearish. Overall, the market is supposed to move to the upside, and from the analysis I gave, because of this double top, this is a top and this is also a top, and a trend line came to this region, a downward trend line. So I had an arrow here telling you the market is supposed to come to this overall target, but unfortunately COT disagree with it, and technically the market broke structures and started moving to the upside, though it formed it formed a head and shoulder pattern in the 4-hour time frame, which many persons, including I, analyzed. But what did I say concerning it? If you watch my previous video concerning this head and shoulder, I was telling you I wouldn't advise anyone to just short the pair immediately, though if your rule says short, there is no problem. I was saying something like this, that a trend line is here, and personally, if I'm to take this trade, because it was at this region when I analyzed this pair last week, personally, if I'm to take this trade after aligning to get to this region and you see this rejection here, many will short because of the rejection, but our rules are not yet satisfied, so I won't even take any short. And if personally I'm to take this trade without using my rules, I'll wait for this structure to be broken, because I like confluences for this trend line to be broken, and at the retest of this trend line, which serves as a structure and also a confluence of this resistance, support turn resistance. Also, on that one trend line broken and now serves as a resistance. That's a good confluence because you can see this area has been respected for the past time. So this would be that this would have been a great area if I want to disobey the rules of our strategy. However, the rules didn't say short, so I knew this head and shoulder was a trap to catch people and to create liquidity in the market. So now I said, if you watch my previous video on Wednesday, I said if the market will break, when I was saying it on Wednesday, the market was currently at this region. This candle just broke above it, and this candle that closed with as a shooting star, those using candlestick confirmation with a long wick above. This was the region I said you should wait for a retest. That was when I drew this structure line here. You should wait for a retest of this region before you start looking for a long. And the market did exactly as we expected, and our pending order is set already from the 4-hour time frame. We are not yet in the trade because our rules aren't satisfied yet, but our pending order is set. Once we are in the trade, I will just make use of the position 2 and place it here for you. But right now we are not yet in the trade. Our pending order is set. If the market decide to obey this double top, it will just melt down and our pending order will become invalid. However, if the market decide to disobey it, then our order will be filled and will hit our overall targets for at least a 1 to 6 risk to reward. So this for Euro USD, GBP JPY, GBP JPY. COT was giving us a long opportunity, and also technically we had a long opportunity, and this was the area I told you to look for a long opportunity. As you can see, the market is currently rejecting that area. You can see the depletion, that area is currently being rejected. See the wick of the candles. So this will show you, this is showing to you the momentum that's going to come after this corrective wave. So you have to expect an impulsive wave to the upside, and we'll only take this trade if our entry rules are satisfied. So currently I can see a trend line from the 4-hour time frame here, and if you are to take this trade without any rules, I'll advise you wait for the break of this trend line because it might be respected. If you take the trade without waiting for the break of trend line, then your take profit will have to battle with some structures. So this for GBP JPY, no entry on GBP JPY, no order placed. And as for Euro card, yes, our order has been filled for a 1 to 5.34 risk to reward. However, it's okay. Now I told you technically it's supposed to long because the market just broke to the upside and it came to retest this structure area. You can see this horizontal array. You can see all my tools I used. So, and all the tools have been respected as they are supposed to. Technically it's supposed to long, and fundamentally COT we saw a short opportunity which this trend line is supposed to hold and push it down. However, the COT, which you all know, I think I made a video before and I explained to you the trap that they use when you see a wedge. So if you haven't watched it, maybe it's meant for my student, but if you have watched it, any video I make here is not meant for just my student alone. So if you haven't watched it, just know it's for my student alone. So I told you if you want to take it to the upside, then you risk 0.5% of your account, not the full 1%, because this can also be a trap. So we already have the entry. We already have the entry, and it's running already from the 4-hour perspective. Trying to switch to that time frame now so you can see for yourself. We are in the trade already. As you can see, we are in the trade already for a 1 to 5.34 risk to reward. And currently the market has given us about 1 to 1 risk to reward, and we are running risk free already. Overall, the market can decide to respect this double top because you can see the rejection from that area already. The market can decide to respect this double top and, you know, hit us at break even or break this region, and at the retest of it you can add positions if you wish, but we don't do that for some reasons. and at the retest of it, just know the market is on its way to hit our overall target. So this was all we had for the previous week. This was all we have for our running trades for the previous week, and this was the analysis for last week. And as you can see, we'll be adding both Euro USD, GBP JPY to this coming week watch list. And also, we won't be adding much pairs. It can also be 2 or 3 pairs, so as to avoid currency correlation, and because we have so many pairs running already. So this is all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share to your friends and family who want free FOREX education, and bless them. Do not sell our course, or do not sell our free content to anyone. We are not in FOREX to beef each other. If you know something, teach someone. If you don't know, ask questions. That's the reason for this free channel, free FOREX education. So join our social media handles, Telegram, Facebook page and group, Instagram, and also join us on WhatsApp to view our daily status of the updates we give daily. So this is all for now. Thanks for watching and have a blessed week ahead.